Margaret Kuhlman of Soul Astrology. The new moon this month is in Virgo, and its closest connection is a sextile to Jupiter in Cancer. So for me, this is very much saying we are looking at the service aspect of Virgo. The other two planets pulled into the pattern with trines are Chiron and Pluto. Pluto still making a beautiful connection to Saturn on the North Node. So it's as though this big pattern of transformation and all the disturbance that arises to, in a way, force us into the way of transformation can be focused on this month to sort it out. As though over the past few months there has arisen a confusion of reactions, happenings, changes, and this is the month where we can organise it all into some kind of doable pattern. This year Jupiter is going through Cancer, and this quality brought into the Virgo new moon suggests that we are focusing on caring for those who need it, which includes ourselves, because we all need to be cared for. But caring not in an emotional way, not sentimentally, but in a practical, down-to-earth, sensible fashion. The first thing with any mess is perhaps to make one's way through throwing away what isn't relevant, what is out of date, and in fact only held together by history and sentimental attachment. At least to put it to one side, so that the things that really matter stand out, and so that there's space to organise them. The Sun and Moon are focusing towards Chiron in this pattern, the opposition, so that the essential nature focus is towards that which will help everyone, humanity as a whole. All of this could be extremely heavy, too serious. So here comes Mars in Leo to playfully square Saturn, insisting that there be fun and humour in this work, insisting that we don't forget about the joy of the heart, and making this obvious to us by bringing more energy to bear when we can do it light-heartedly. Being too serious about even serious things can be very draining, enervating, and sad. Mercury in this chart is unaspected, which may lead to communication being about organisation or about what needs to be done. Quite cool, searching for the best way, the most efficient way. Important not to think that that's the whole of what's going on, but to see the communication as a means to an end. Venus also is unaspected, and in Libra, her own sign. So at the back of all the work and service and decluttering and however we use this time, there is a sense of moving towards beauty and harmony. With both Mercury in Virgo, its own sign, and the Venus in Libra, these are two different ways of aiming for perfection. So perhaps it's relevant to say for this month that perfection is only of any value as an appropriateness in the moment, so that we move with what is relevant and we do what is appropriate, which we can only know when moments arise, as moments arise. This chart is not about serving ideals, it's about being useful to people in the moment. By the full moon on the 19th of September, we find that Venus has moved forward and joined Saturn on the North Node, so no longer caught up in the perfectionism of trying to keep things pleasant and nice all the time, much more involved in going for the truth, getting to the bottom of things, prepared to involve ourselves in the depths of our relationships, daring to go for that which we have previously feared. So to divide this month in two, it's as though the first half is preparing the ground, clearing the decks, getting ready to go for what's really important to make a difference. And the second half is a matter of plunging in. Perhaps it's never without fear, but not letting fear take a hand in the action. So blessings on your space, blessings on your activities, blessings on all our relationships. There is more detail in my new moon letter via my website, and the contemplation follows. Imagine that you see all the details of your life on a screen. Then notice that the screen becomes transparent. It needs only a little change of focus to shift your view from close at hand to far-reaching background. It is the background that gives the greater view, and yet seeing the details of your life is essential, because it is only when you can see the details against the distant view that you can know how to arrange them, and then the purpose of your life can clarify. The distant view can be seen with the eyes of your soul. Therefore, ask for the sweet guidance of Spirit, even as the mundane tasks pass through your hands. All will be revealed in its own time, and you will see at last that all is well.